Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Daniel the Miracle. Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs, fighting out of New York, New York. He is one of the most talented fighters in this division. Let's see what he's got for us in this one. St. George.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, I'm so excited. What a night it is. You can hardly hear yourself speak. The atmosphere, the people at ringside. This is ridiculous.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They are giving us a high-tempo show. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, biting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
He misses with that jab. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs. Well, we're entering desperation. Here we go. It's round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Caught him with that power punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And he misses with the left uppercut. Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs.
He's gone, I'm telling you.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Good counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? That punch misses completely.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He just misses with that big right hand. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Good counter left hand there. Let's talk about Jacobs.
He's absolutely knackered.
On to the 4th we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice counter shot. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Trying to answer back. They have no respect for each other's punching power. What a punch. These two were made for each other. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs.
Got it. Come
From
on,
this,
look across at him. Look.
things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? they can change their attitude, they can change their nervous system, throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. And he misses with that jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He missed with that jab. That punch landed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs.
Good round. I like
Well,
that.
he is in big.
Good man.
Here we go in the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he just misses with that jab. Good left counter that lands. Left counter scores. That punch scores. Catch and shoot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful. I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He threw the hook, didn't land. They got out of the way of that right hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs. And around. Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see if they have a plan B after last round. Missed him with that uppercut. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on point.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. These two are the perfect dance partners. That left counter was perfectly timed. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That one will count. Why aren't they defending? 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs. And a round that seemed like eternity for them.
He's absolutely...
There's the bell to start round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice exchange here from both men. Oh, what a punch! Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he fails to score with that left hook. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good punch. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs. Pretty dominant round there.
Jump forward.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. This This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs. They've got the momentum.
He's knackered.
And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. And he just missed with that left jab. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchange here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs.
I like that round. Good round.
There's the bell to start round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. Oh, that punch. They are going to surrender. No mas. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.